so much for joining me on my program once again. I appreciate you wherever you're joining me from. I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Accept my greeting according to your time zone. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please kindly subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell so that you'll be notified anytime I upload a video. You can be among the first to receive it. Then go to the comment section at all times. Leave your comment, drop your contribution. If you have suggestions, make it out there. If you have any criticism, put it down on the comment section. It will make us to get better, presenting you a better program.
Today,
thank you so much.
People are confessing on different platforms. Today, you see some of them getting back into their flight to buy they're coming from. Some who have called us names that still have the balls, they are confessing. Some that still have the balls are saying that after all, that now finally they have realized their mistake. Some of them who are still sincere and bold enough to make a statement, they have said they realize their mistake after a long time. They are repenting. But some have not yet realized their mistake. Some are still bent on preaching that evil message. Some are still bent on working against that which is right. But for many of them, when you go to their platform, they have hung on the towel already. So many of them have said, I have lost faith in Nigeria finally. I can't vote anymore. I saw some of them cutting their PVC up. But when we told you, don't waste your time to go for that PVC, you never believed it. Mazen Nandekano, even before now, have made it very clear to every one of us that the only people that have the right to give you a president or whatever you're looking for is the INEC. It is not your PVC. INEC choose whoever they want. It has happened in the governorship, it happened in the and today it's happening in the presidency. It has happened in the presidency before. INEC only decide who goes in and who goes out. But in all this time when we talk about this, people tend not to understand what we're talking about. Some pretend not to know what we're talking about. Some said, okay, let's give the last chance. This is the last chance. Your last chance has expired. And you see the same thing we are talking about. It's still the same thing that is happening. Are you now going to take a new leaf and follow the right direction, which is the only solution for every indigenous person? Disintegration. Referendum. Are you now ready to pursue that referendum, which will give you the right to decide your fate? Are you now ready to pursue the referendum, which will give you the right to pursue your fate? If you are not ready, we can't help you. But I will beg you to give way for those who are ready. If you're not ready, give way. Don't be a stumbling block. Because if you choose to be a stumbling block, we will crush you. We will not spare you. As I said before, Biafra is going to be a nation that will accommodate all. If you are exhausted, you don't have nothing to offer anymore, no problem. Take your blanket, cover yourself, just go to sleep. When Biafra comes, we'll wake you up, you can join us. But for you to be a stumbling block to the actualization of Biafra, what will happen to you, only Chukwuokike can tell. The same one Nigeria you support, the same one Nigeria you protect, they are going to take you to the slaughter. And you have nobody to cry for you at that time. My brother, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. I'm there. Thank
you. Can't hear you. Your voice is not coming out.
God bless you so much for your. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you a little bit. I can hear you.
Okay. Thank you for the good work that you are doing, and all the media warriors. We are never going to back down, and we are never to give up. Just like those that would trying to convince and show the nakedness of one Nigeria and one Nigeria holds for them, and yet they are putting their head in the same pot that they have been told that's dead in it. You know, when we are talking about election and the system of the governance and the judicial system, just like the idiots. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Let me see if I can connect it to, because if I connect to Bluetooth, it will be having a callback. Is it better now? Hello?
Hello.
Is it better now? Is it better now?
Yeah, better. It's better now. It's better now.
Okay. So when we were telling these obedience, just like they are clamoring now, many of them making some voice calls, protest, many of them saying they're going to boycott the coming elections of the governors and all that. All these things are medicine after death. You've known it very well that the judicial system of Nigeria is dead and dead and dead completely because it's in the hand of the Janjaweed. Just like just like what that drew my attention because I just joined and you were talking about the judicial system. I wanted to talk about the former chief judge, Honor, the Bayelsa guy that was removed without any accusation, without anything, without any justification. The federal government just grouped some lawyers and accused him of something that they didn't even approve of. They removed him as at the time they would now make an inquiry and do their research and do their investigation to know if or not he's guilty or not guilty, which is an abomination. A chief judge of a federation, you removed him without anybody making any comment. And they did this because they know that Jonathan is coming back for his second tenure. And so long as Honoren is there as a good lawyer, as a good judge, that there's nothing you will do in the judicial system that he will not stand by the truth and tell you that this is the person that win the election. And it's very appalling that it has been a routine, it has been a custom now in Nigeria that the only people that will now tell you that will give a clear justification of who wins or who loses is the court, which is an abomination. It's no more like our leader said, it's not the will of the people that governs the people that chooses their leader. What chooses their leader is INEC, number one. When INEC do their own impunity, then the judicial system will back the impunity of the INEC up because it's the same clique of these criminals.
That's right.
In the judicial system. So the whole thing boils down at the structure of Nigeria. If you sat down to think about this country, which I don't think an average Nigerian have ever sit down to think deep into the system of this Nigeria, because if you are 20, 22, 15, you should know, you are old enough to know what Nigeria entails and what Nigeria is all about. Are you getting it? The system of the country is so corrupt and dilapidated that there's nothing you can do to leverage it. There's nothing you can do to save it, to salvage it from this particular system. Because from the grassroots, from the head down to the grassroots, just like the Buhari, the person that they are using, Buhari's name in a replacement, said that Nigeria is from top to bottom. Are you getting it? From top to the bottom, like he said, is all corrupt. And you see what is happening in the elites. The same people, you keep on recycling the same set of people. And this set of people does not die. If this person is not APC today, just like Obi was former original Apoga, which he swore on his life. Why
Ojukwu was alive. The video is out there. Now, he decamped to a PDP, and from PDP to Labour Party, the same person. That same person that you know his character as an Apuga changed the color of his uniform and joined the PDP. Changed the color of his uniform and joined Apuga, the same person. Just like the same person from APC to PDP, from PDP back to APC, the same people. Just like Wike, he said it in the open, it was a video call, and somebody was recording it on video. He was asking whosoever that he's chatting with that he should give him a concrete promise. He should come on the air and say it, so that people will know that this is the main reason why he's leaving PDP to APC. This is what they have been doing all the day long. Now you will say, APC has been the government. That's why when people talk about APC, PDP, this one is better than this one, the thing irritates me. Because before you say that, that means you are daft. You are daft.
Exactly.
It's just like the same building, the same structure, the same everything. You repainted it. It's still the same building, the same foundation.
It is.
Nothing has been added. The only thing that changes is the color. But once you enter the building itself, if that building's foundation was originally 3 rooms, it will remain 3 rooms till Jesus comes. If that building's foundation is 5 rooms, it remains 5. If you like, repaint it 100 times, it will still remain 5 rooms. If there's no enough accommodation inside the room, if the room is no roomy enough that it can accommodate people, if you like, keep on repainting it and beautifying it, it's still the same tiny room. That's what it will still remain. That is what these people have failed to understand. That when you're saying that this time is APC government that is dealing with us, we are going to leave APC government and vote for Apuga and vote for PDP. That same people that you see that made APC government that you're crying for not to work are warming themselves up to join that same your Apuga. If that your Apuga happens to win. And the person that is the vice to that your Apuga that you're campaigning for is a Mauritanian, not even a Nigerian. Just like the Fulani is not Nigerians. They are not indigenous to the land. So before you know the in-depth of your destruction or the in-depth of the mess that you are in, you have to know the cause of that sickness. Just like you go to a hospital these days, not like those days in the olden days, there's nothing like lab in this side of Africa. But I know there must be in the Western world. If you go to chemist will start by asking you, how is he doing you? What he's trying to find out is the symptoms to know the type of drug that he will administer to you. But now, lab has made it possible that once you go, he don't need to ask you all those questions. What he will do is just to go overall check on your system and know which of the system is malfunctioning, and he will give you drug that will correct it. Are you getting it? But by the time you go to your doctor, you hide, you're feeling headache. And your doctor asks you, how is it doing? He said that your nails is like, if you're walking, the thing will be paining you. He will only give you a drug where there's nothing wrong, where something is not wrong. But your problem is the headache. Once that headache is there, it's just like somebody that is suffering of ulcer. Ulcer will come with a lot of problems. Headache, weakness, and all that. Body pains and all that. If you did take care of that ulcer, that body pains and the weakness, and you're being hungry, once you've not eaten early in the morning, you're being hungry like as if they dried you up. It will still continue that same way. So your problem is this contraption called Nigeria. If you are able to terminate this contraption, your life will be preserved. You will no longer come out to protest that you've been disenfranchised, because the system will work credibly to defend your right. Whenever you are expressing your that you're not, that anytime that you're expressing that you're not happy on whatever the government is doing, there will be no police, there will be no army anywhere that will come and shot you. Rather, the police will be there to protect and guide the protesters. The police will be there to guide the protesters. I've seen in America that time of Frolak Joy, when they killed that black American guy in America. The young girl, yes, Joy Floyd, the young girl that were protesting, the young girl was standing at the front of the military, well equipped. And the military, the commander that came, the captain or the commander, so whatever rank that is in the army, in the US Army, he have to kneel on one of his, he have to kneel on his knees for the citizens to know that they are not here to harm them, but they are here to calm whatever is their grievances for them to calm down, that everything will be taken care of. They have to kneel. Then every other person kneel. Why the citizens are standing? Because they are the power of the masses. For them to be in the military, if there's no citizens for them to protect, there's no need you being a military man.
Yeah.
You being a
they don't have a job.
Man is as good as, you don't have a job. It's as good as useless. It's just like somebody that is, you're a bank manager, you are a customer care, you are at where you dispense cash to the customers, and the customer comes to collect his money, and you are being rude and arrogant to that person. Knowing fully well that if this person, if all these customers did not bring their money to the bank, you don't have, there's no banking system. There will be no banking system. You will not have an institution that is banking system that you will apply for, that you will go and read the accountancy in the higher in the universities to come and get a job in the bank. This is what these uneducated officers that we have. These are the things that they lack. That you don't protect few individuals because they are giving you, not that they are giving you good money. Sometimes they give you 20,000. Sometimes they give you, sometimes they just buy drink and give to you people to drink yourself to stupor. For that reason, you protect his life against the citizens that are directly, not indirectly, that are directly fighting for your own right as an officer. Because if you have a working system, there's no police officer that need to stand on the sun just to collect 100 naira to see if he can have a good life, or to buy something, or to pay for some of his bills. Because it's because of the underpayment of the police and the army. Imagine where a military man will be paid 50,000, 55,000 without any allowance, without any other thing, no nothing, no good. If you have been opportune, I've been in barracks, in many barracks, in 82 division in Biafra land here. If you go to that place, you will see how liquidated that place look like. Even where refugees are living are not like that. If you go there, you will see the picture of the ancient of the days, ancient picture. Those pictures you see during the Biafra war, you see it in military barracks today. And they live there like animals. And some people that are well learned, that are schooled, that has what it takes to put one and one together to become two. I'm telling you that as a way to change your situation, that you as a military man, as a policeman, can serve, and you will be a blessing to your family and your generation forever and ever, so long as you serve your country. Are you trying to tell me that in United States today, that is a serving military or as a serving police, whether you die on duty or you die when you have served the country and they're retired, and the country will just forget you, forget your family, or even trying to rape your wife, sleep with your wife before they give you the right that is well due to you as somebody that sacrificed his life for the country. But these are the impunity that is going on in this contraption. But you're not seeing it. The only thing your eyes is fixated at is you can't vote. You can't vote. is your civic right. No, if they are speaking all this nonsense and dead English that they went to school to cram without sense, the thing irritates me. The thing irritates me that you say you're a professor, you're a doctor of this, you're a doctor of that, but you're not seeing death right in front of you. You say that you're a human rights activist, but you're seeing a system that are fastly approaching a nomadic system that will infringe on the right of everybody if they succeed to Islamize the so-called country you said is your own. Are you trying to tell me in Afghanistan today that the people of Afghanistan are they talking about democracy and human rights? They are not, because you don't have a mind of your own. The Taliban think for you. The Taliban take decisions for you. The Taliban tells you what to do and what not to do. And if you fail to do it, you pay with your life. And the international community will do them nothing. The world powers will do them nothing. The only thing the world powers are telling them now is we will try as much as possible to protect the dignity of women in Afghanistan. But we are all there watching when the template of these Taliban for over 20 years are taking place. These are the things that the Biafrans, Simon Eba, and all these media warriors, my brother King, Adesanya Arawa, Biafra Unite, all of them, all of them put together. These are the things that they are putting their life, their voice every time, telling you that this particular system is decayed. There's nothing you can get. There's no way. If you want to filter it, I want to give you give us a little analysis. For those that grew up in the village, I grew up in the village, so I know a lot of things about village life. If you grew up in the village, you will get some sense. You'll be able to analyze. You will be able to reason, and you will be able to read in between the lines. In those days in the village, if you have there's this weed, you know, the English people they call it weed. We don't call it weed. We call it amala, or you call it amala. We call it amala. Those things, if you keep it in the store, maybe you think you're preserving it, and all this ant, that this small ant that used to eat those things, and those ants find their way into that weed. Maybe in your mind you still have food stored for yourself. The day you will now go, maybe the one you're using are finished and you want to go and use that one, you find out that these things are eating this thing up. No matter how much you try to filter it, when those termites have eaten it, no matter how much you try to filter it, you will not get anything from it, unless if you are ready to eat it with that small ants. That is how Nigeria, that is the level where Nigeria is now. Nigeria have decayed, that even if you say, okay, let's filter Nigeria to see if that what you will see remaining is chaff. Chaff. And chaff, when the wind comes, it blows it away.
That's right.
Nigeria. There's no substance remaining in Nigeria. When Nigeria would have been corrected, or something would have been squeezed out from it, is that 1967, that before 1967, 1970, before the paper independence that they give to them. That is when Nigeria you would have said, you will save something, just like your house is burning and you were able to get some things out before the whole house go down. But as it stands now, the whole thing has turned to ashes. So when you keep your money in the drawer. There's this time in the main market. There's a particular line, exchange line, that caught fire. Those people, they keep dollars, they keep naira, they keep a lot of things. So the next day, people that keep their money in safe, if you open the safe, the money will still look as if it's still very much okay, that nothing has happened to it. But once you touch it, it turns to dust. It turns to ashes. That's how Nigeria is now. If you're looking at Nigeria, you'll be thinking, let's just vote in the good people. Let's just vote in PDP. Let's just vote in Labour Party. That PDP and APC have disappointed us for 62 years. Let's vote in a party that nobody in it has been corrupt. A new system, new everything. They will come and fight the status quo that have been destroying the country. Is a lie. Because it's not only Obi that is the party Labour. Labour Party is not Obi. There are other cabals that made up the Labour Party. And once you see that Labour Party win, you will see Dino Malaya with the camp, will come on the channel's television and say that since I've been in APC, it has been problem. So therefore, I'm going to join Obi. Obi had been my friend from the school days. I stood with him. I did this one with him. And so therefore, I'm going to Labour Party. Dave Umai will tell you, do you know Obi is my brother? So there's no way I will be in APC. That is a northern party. I'm going to Labour because that is where we will labor to save Nigeria. You will see each and every one of them will go to Labour farm. Why are they doing that? They are doing it so that the government of the day will always favor them, and the government of the day, they will always have a stake to it. They will always have the power to do what? To regulate it the way it will go. Because when they come, you will still, Dave Umai will still be the one in charge of a boy. Soludo will still be the one in charge of Anambra. All these people, they will still be where they are, doing the same job that we are doing.
Exactly.
And the present government will not be able to probe them because now they are part of you, and you cannot start fighting yourself. So for how long are we going to get sense? And no, just like our leader said, your PVC will not give you any leader. Your PVC will not do anything for you. The only people that decide the fate of 200 and something million people is the INEC. Few people in INEC. Few people that are not up to 100 in INEC. They decide the fate of 200 million people. And this impunity has been happening over and over and over and over again. And your pastors, your GOs, your imam, your native doctor will tell you, hold on. Your native doctor, your pastor, your everybody, they will come and tell you, you should hold on. God is still doing something on this new Nigeria. I can see a new Nigeria coming. This is the deceit from the pit of hell. There's no new Nigeria coming. The only thing that is coming is doom, and is going to be very disastrous. If everybody will fold his hand and allow it to come. The game has been played. They know that once they give to Tinubu, there will be no much uproar from the West. Because the arrangement, they keep on maintaining the status quo. It's only the Biafrans and some Hausa peasants that have decided to accept their fate in their conquer, that are still condoning this evil.
Yeah.
Because the arrangement is Fulani first, then Yoruba second citizen, then the Igbo the third citizen, then every other person. Anywhere you find yourself, whatever position you find yourself, you fix yourself in there. And it has been like that. Yet, you're not getting sense. And why they make Yoruba second is not for any other thing. They want to system. Yoruba will think the way the Hausa people were thinking. No, it's two of us that are the masters of this game. You are not. You've been beaten in that game. Are you getting me? You are just living in the shadows. When you would think that the both of you are the masters of this game, they will be planting their areas in different states in Yoruba land. Am I still coming out?
Yeah, you're coming out.
Am I still coming out?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
You're coming out.
You're still thinking that you are one of the game, you are one of the players. Okay. When you're still thinking that you're one of the players, that you are the second in command in all these things that is happening, they will be planting their emirs in different states in the West. By the time they finish triangulating all the West, they now know that all their emirs are now stored in all the states. They will not be doing anything that you're saying. They will just be settling small disputes, land disputes in the small in the village, in the location where they find themselves. They will just be doing it. The Yoruba people will even love them and say, these Fulani people are saying the truth. Can you imagine? My brother wants to collect my land from me. Is this emir of the Fulani that settled this thing? He even give me some money to go and start doing something on that land so that nobody will collect it from me. In fact, I bless God for this emir that God bring for us. The conquest have started. Before you know it, your mind will be polluted against your own people. That is what happened to the Hausa people. And when they will start going after your emir and your kings, how did the Yoruba people call their own king?
The Obas.
The Obas. When they will begin to go against your Obas, you will feel less concerned. After all, they are doing the right thing. Since they started governing my village has been in a very peaceful distance. Everybody is living in harmony. This is Takia. But at the time they now know that none of this your elite can now save you, they will now bring in their war dogs. In one night, that same village that has been in peace for more than 30 years, every living thing in that place will go down. It happened in Benue State, in Agati. Every living thing in that place will go down. The remnants that survived, the shock will be, what happened? Where did we go wrong? These people were living peacefully with them. Because this has been the story that every village that have been ransacked from the Benue State, both in Biafra land, both in other parts, they will always tell you that we've been living in peace with these Fulani people for many years. But what happened is what we cannot place our hand. There were no problems, there were no misunderstandings, there were no clashes. All of a sudden, one night, they woke up with their machete and the gun and everything that they got, weapons and destroy lives. Because their coming is to take over your ancestral land. So the more you vote for one Nigeria, the more you make their job more easier. Now, it's only Fulani that is in the system now. This Muslim ticket have taken place. And you're not knowing it. The only thing you're coming out now to protest is that you've been defranchised. Return my mandate. They will be laughing at you. The only thing that will tell you is go, let's see ourselves in the court.
Simple.
And the international community will tell you, your protest doesn't mean anything now. If you say you win, if you go and prove it in the court, bring your evidence and go to the Fulani court and prove it. You will bring all the evidence in the world. When you bring it there, the Fulani jihadist lawyer will tell you that your case does not have any merit. It lacks merit, and that is it. And he's dismissing it.
That is after 7 years, or just like Atiku case and Buhari case ended just last few months.
Yes. There's nothing else you would do. Or you can take the case up for like another 4 years.
Of course, now.
And then the first time
case and Buhari case, Atiku and Buhari case just ended about 2 weeks ago.
Pick it up again until he finished his second term. So this is the foolishness that the Nigerians has been in. So if you're listening to us, your only remedy is the disintegration of Nigeria. It will disintegrate the interests of the West, disintegrate the jihadist agenda, disintegrate the debt that are looming and waiting for everyone. So thank you, my brother, the king. I appreciate you for giving me your platform. And Twitter is really on me seriously. If I create a new account, it doesn't matter. I've even gone to the extent of buying a new gadget to do so, and they keep on suppressing my account. The last one, they shut it down yesterday.
You're welcome, my brother. That is what we are facing now. The attack on our various platforms is not an easy thing. It's not an easy thing. So we are just trying to manage to survive on most of the platforms to keep on going. So the attack is everywhere on our platform, but we will not relent. Just like the attack. Either if they allow you to broadcast, they will kick out their viewers. Look at the platform that has almost 50,000 followers. Only 4 people are watching us. That is what they do. They try to stab you to make sure you become uncomfortable and all that. Thank you so much, my brother. I appreciate your contribution. Thank you so much. You're always there and adding meaning to what we are doing. Thank you so much. I appreciate you so much. Chukwuokike will keep us to see Biafra very, very soon. So everybody that is watching, those who are still there watching, who they did not be able to kick out, I appreciate every one of you that have been here from the beginning of this broadcast, and we've spent almost 2 hours here. So I'm ending the program, and we will continue again by tomorrow by the special grace of Chukwuokike. Thank you all, wherever you're watching from. I say, may Chukwuokike guide and protect you, secure you, give you the grace to continue to fight on until we get into our promised land. May Chukwuokike guide and protect the Biafran people, guide and protect the Udua people, guide and protect the Middle Beltans, guide and protect everyone that is genuinely seeking for freedom. May Chukwuokike be our guide and protector, secure our media warriors, the Umuada, the ESN, and all the forces fighting on the ground for our freedom. May Chukwuokike guide and protect our spokesperson, Master Simon Ekpa, guide and protect our supreme leader, Master Nandekan. Thank you so much for watching wherever you are watching from, and stay blessed. See you again tomorrow. Be blessed. Bye-bye.